It is I, Lancecover Anime Guy, back again, once again. Today, we are back with my other D&D group, in which we are playing Curse of Strahd. Please, my wonderful, wonderful player characters, introduce yourselves.
Go ahead.
Hey, I'm Chelsea Bunny 3, also known as Chels Bunny. I'm playing as Cher Evergreen, and I'm also going to do my other intro. That's why I'm going to mute on Discord.
I am Seven of God 777, and I will be playing Soldar Elban.
I'm Rise Khan. I will be playing Aurelius Dawnlight, the Tiefling Paladin.
I am Diva Nightrose Goldsmith. I'll be playing Elcincia Intorica, a half-elven bard.
Miss Serena, I'll be playing the Archfiend Warlock, Ceretta Rayon.
Savant?
Savant, that's your cue. And for anyone asking because of the VOD uploads, my laptop died. I had to switch to my desktop, and I've now had to switch from one Linux distro to another because that one had a garbage level update. And of course, that means shenanigans. So the VOD before last. Rest in peace, my old laptop. Yeah. So the one before last is jank and missing half the audio because I couldn't edit it. We will probably do that much later and fix that. This one, the last one, I just pulled from Anime Guy's YouTube. That's why it's so jank, because again, I couldn't find an editing in time, and my Linux I was using at the time crashed, and this one will be pulled from there again, but hopefully I will have editing because I actually think I found a Linux that's not going to break on me. You know, I hope. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood.
I gotta be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my! Somehow my mic was still off for some reason.
Your mic was still off?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Maybe today it's just not our day.
But
playing some music while they figure this out.
Well, to be fair, I think Linux is overrated. But we shall begin with a dream sequence.
Oh boy,
another flashback. So we come to a nice, brightful day. There is a dirt road, and slowly but surely, rain clouds come in the distance, and it begins to slowly sprinkle, and then it begins to pour. It is then you, Soldar, are concerned about trying to get back home very soon, because as far as you know, your wife is expecting should be, well, giving birth sometime soon. Very soon. What do you do?
I guess I could pick some games to play. What game do I want
what
to
do
play?
I do? What are my options in front of me, and where am I specifically again?
You're heading back to your little little hermit hut where you and your wife have been living for little over a
functional
year.
roulette.
Mm-hmm.
And she's currently there because you and your wife were sort of on edge, given the fact that her cult would probably not like the fact that she is married to you.
Mm-hmm.
So she's at your one hut from your many travels.
Ah.
How do you wish to proceed to get home faster?
Time to take some meds.
How do I wish to proceed to get home faster?
Well, you do have this is in your past, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
this
I
is
do
in his
believe this
past.
is in my past.
This is
Well, I'm
a
guessing
memory, a dream memory, so to speak.
probably use a fly spell, maybe. I know at the moment
Mm-hmm.
reach
Okay.
because he's level 4, and that's a level 5 spell. So
Oh.
Oh boy, I hope the desktop and the Discord audio on my end doesn't echo.
If it does, it's no big deal.
How do I fix it though?
Uh,
That's
to-
easy. You don't.
actually, Chills, there is a way. You just gotta mute the desktop audio. Just create different audio links, or audio sources. That way you can control those volumes.
Yep.
Okay.
Here's Silver.
Shelf recording. Sorry about that. That's a
Fine.
login. This is what happens when I can't just hit mute on my mic. But hopefully that changes soon enough. Oof. No, thank you. Okay. I'm trying to think.
Right.
Okay, is there my brain? I'm having to do a billion different things and I can't have like multiple windows open. Ugh. Oy vey.
Oh, I wasn't looking. Whoops. You must die, game.
Install. Okay. So what do I have available to me again?
well, this is in your past, and while you don't have access to the spell in the present, you can use a fly spell to fly your way home.
Do I have to roll for that?
No, this is a memory from the
Dream
past.
flashback. Yeah. Okay. So all right,
Yeah,
we use
basically you do
fly spell.
nothing.
Yeah, at that point, use fly spell to get home faster because yeah, no way I'm waiting on that. I want to be there, not be there after it's done.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we'll do that.
As the wind blows past your blonde locks, and the mist begins to rain, and the rain begins to pour. And as you get closer and closer to your hut, you see that there's still smoke emanating from the chimney. It is then that once you finally land and open up the door, do you say anything?
I call out to my wife. Hey, darling, Helena, you there? Are you awake?
It is then that you hear nothing but silence.
I go in with a firebolt primed.
And as you hold this firebolt, you enter your hut, and you see that the chimney fire is still lit, but for some reason your wife is not there. Which is odd, because you both had discussed that you guys are going to have your child at this hut. Because, she could still, because she could only do very minimum walking.
Right. Do I have any? Okay, what should I roll for this bit? Because it feels like I need to roll a perception check.
Investigation, actually.
Okay, let me grab my d20. Actually, wait, I can probably use the dice roll thing.
For you, Eldar, investigation is
It's empty.
regular. Also, I'm hearing background noise.
That's probably because of me just walking a few places. Hang on.
Darn it,
Oof.
game.
And apparently this mic is louder than I thought. So
It do be like
1d20.
that.
Yes, regular 1d20.
Let's see if it recognizes it. Oh, I got a 14.
All right. So as you look around, you start to notice that your wife is definitely gone. Like, there's no way she should have been able to leave at all given her condition.
All right. Do I notice anything else?
It is then that your eyes lock onto someone in a corner. He is smoking a pipe as he looks at the fire, tending to it that you just barely noticed.
Who are you? I hold the firebolt right close to him and then prepare to blast him if he tries to run.
And as the firebolt begins to light up the area he is in, it is a friend of yours, actually. The only person who even managed to help you remotely right after the quote unquote your, shall we say, um like what would have been corruption? Is what the Thunder would have put it.
Partial excommunication and attempted assassination.
Yeah, after that. This
Game.
man was your best friend. Who managed to help
Dodgy.
you escape,
Yeah.
but as he's smoking his pipe, he lets out a very deep and heavy, saddened sigh. They took her, Soldar.
They? You better be very specific about they, because that's a very broad thing given the amount of beings that were warned off touching her and me.
It wasn't the church, Soldar. It
I
was
wouldn't
your
be
wife's.
surprised.
It was your wife's
Who?
cults. They came for her.
Pale Lady knows full well not to let anyone touch her. What the hell did they do?
They. When I came to the door and knocked, and when the door opened, I was thrown into a tree and knocked unconscious. And when I entered the house, she was gone.
They. And there's no chance of finding out their location because he did not want to tell me it. For fear of them finding us. Still dead? How long ago?
About an hour before you arrived.
Son of a...
He then just defeatedly stands up and walks up to you, Sildar. I'm truly sorry, my friend.
Did they leave any trace?
He then reaches around from his pocket and pulls out the watch that she gave you for your wedding gift. They tried to destroy it, but all they did was stop the hands from turning.
That thing's indestructible. The fact that they managed to do that means AO's probably going to be marking them for our judgment as we speak. That thing's a marker, both us to each other and us to him. It's how he knows if anyone dares interfere. If they targeted that, then they knew they had to get rid of it. I have to hope my wife and our child will be okay. Because right now, that's their guaranteed end.
Right. He then puts it into your hands, Soldar. And you realize it's warm, but not because of your friend's hands. I found it in the fireplace.
That wouldn't have done the trick. Not even Eldritch Flame or an Eldritch Blast would be able to do that. The fact that all they did was stop the hands is telling.
Unfortunately so, my friend. I shall take my leave.
If you hear anything, if you hear any word of this coven, of its current location, tell me. Because if someone else doesn't get to them, I'm at the very least gonna inform them how screwed they made their own patron.
He then chuckles solemnly. Ever the boisterous spirit, Seldar. Ever the boisterous spirit.
Can you blame me? You know my parentage, man. You know, full well who I descend from. At the very least, I'm an honest man.
Very true, my friend. I just wish... Sometimes I wish I had the zeal that you had. He then pats you on the back and leaves as you look at your wife's watch that they tried to destroy.
I turn back as before he closes the door. Stay safe out there.
I know, my friend.
I don't want anything to happen to you. At this point, I'm going to have so few ties to this world left.
Oh, the church knows not to mess with me. But I will give you word if I do find anything.
Thank you. Safe travels.
He nods, and then as he closes the door, we come back to the presence, in which Aurelius, Vladislav, and Cher Evergreen are currently trying to hold back the animated armor, trying to break down the door to a second floor patio.
Open the door. Crap, we don't want to die.
Open the door.
Oh, I got shot.
Vladislav is very much sweating as he looks at you two. Any ideas?
Well,
You
Aurelius,
kick a
you're a paladin.
diversion.
Well, Aurelius, you're a paladin. You have brute strength.
Yeah, let's do a strength check.
Okay, for you, Aurelius, a strength saving throw is +3. So 1d20 +3.
Okay.
I'll get this one checked.
Alrighty, so Reyes, you look at the armored brute trying to break down this door, and you look at Vladislav and Cher, and you get an idea. And you've given the state of the patio, given that it's supposed to be representing a very large chessboard, and given the fact that there are 3 quote-unquote pieces missing, you figure maybe you could brute strength this thing into the black piece, or into the black king piece that is missing. Do you relay this to your compatriots?
Yes.
You got an idea there, Aurelius? Vladislav asks as he narrowly dodges a sword that could have pierced his skull.
Nice dodge.
Thanks. Please help me keep the door up.
Aurelius kicks the door.
Aurelius, what the hell are you thinking? It's the only barrier we have between us and that. And you just hear the big boisterous boots of this very large animated armor as its blue eyes bear down upon the 3 of you. Oh, fuck.
Reminder, you have an axe.
Yeah.
And it has advantage against undead forces.
And Aurelius, with your mighty axe, you then use it to swing him to uppercut cut its chin plates, and he flies onto the Black King space, and he is just now frozen in place. That's
It is not wise to threaten us, friend.
Vladislav then looks very confused. Why isn't it moving now? Like, the three of you notice that despite how he landed, he was then frozen upright into what looks like like a like a standing sentry position of the old days with their sword and shield.
Oh. I think it's that our attacks made him stuck or something.
Well, I guess we should take this time to leave?
We should take the time to leave.
Agreed. Where would you guys like to go now?
Okay, I'm gonna step out real quick. I gotta use the restroom.
Of course.
Okay.
Just be sure to have your character sheets ready, okay?
Yeah, good shot. Haha, you can't do anything, game. I have you handcuffed. And it's empty. Done, it's empty.
Say, Aurelius and Cher, I want you both to roll me an intelligence check.
Do a reception check.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. You must have agreed on intelligence. I know, game. I'll be careful. Also, context chat for the anime guys thing. I'm playing Buckshot Roulette. 1d20 plus 4. 17. Oh wait, I forgot
Alright.
my hotkeys.
Alright. Aurelius, Cher, you both notice that before Vladislav even enters the enters the room that you guys have managed to or the hallway, you notice that it's just a black abyss, and Aurelius, you managed to pull him back before he takes a step into it. What the hell?
The room's just pitch black.
That is... What is it with this place and shifting architecture?
Yeah.
It is then that you both look at the chessboard and you realize, in order for you guys to escape this puzzle, you need to beat the quote-unquote Black King in a game of chess. And so you both must take up, and so two people have to take up the White King and White Queen pieces.
Cher gets on the White Queen chest.
Wait, Cher, don't!
What? No? Okay. What? You have to play chess? Oh wait, I will die if I play chess.
Yeah, because
I just want to see how it fits on the sea.
Aurelius, do you want to try and explain to her how this could possibly backfire, especially with that animated armor being the Black King, and it looks like this is a life-size chessboard?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get off the thing.
Yeah, probably best we don't attack the thing considering it thinks it's a chess game. And we are the pieces.
Well, it's
It is
not going
then-
to do itself, but I'll just see what happens. Just leave it alone.
Alright, Cher, I take it you try to get off the chess piece, the chess piece board or the board that
Yeah,
you were
but
on?
the leg's too short, can't reach to the ground.
Actually, in fact, you cannot move your legs at all.
Oh. I made a mistake.
Oh, oh, good grief! Vladislav just palms his face. Ugh. Now how are we supposed to do this? We can't get back into the house, and now Cher's stuck there. It is then Aurelius that you realize this is not an option. You guys have to play a game of chess against this thing.
Ah,
Oh, by the gods.
Aurelius, don't say it, please.
It's not. I won't say it, but I don't think it changes our face.
this be a fun game, even though it's a dire death situation. Bad.
All right, I want
It's a
everyone.
puppy game.
All right, I want everyone else to roll perception checks.
Perception check.
Is that all of us or Aurelius and Cher?
No, Ceretta, Ceretta, Elsencia, Anna, and Soldar. You four have to roll perception checks.
Oh,
Oh,
joy.
fun. Give
No.
a sec.
Okay, give me 1 minute.
Oh,
Uh,
Lord.
Yep.
That, if you want that answer, I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, Diva is correct, but for Anna to put 2 and 2 together, I want you to roll a history plus investigation check.
Oh,
Oh, mine is
Yeah.
1, so it's 1d20 plus 2 or 1d20 regular.
For perception for you, Ceretta, you get a regular 1d20.
Alright.
oop, my
Mhm.
Damn
eyes.
it! This is some bullshit!
Okay, what am I rolling?
Perception.
Perception, which is in your which for you, Soldar, is a +0. Irena's with us, right?
Mm.
So she can roll.
I want to do over.
Okay.
You might not get that privilege.
I can roll a physical one for you, Miss Rena, if you want.
Yes,
Okay.
Oh.
I will prefer
History and perception.
Take a cigarette. Bam, 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 bam.
Okay, give me.
Quakers hate everybody by default. Cyberstamp presents are not confirmed.
Uh-huh.
It's how they are.
Yeah, bullet.
and I
Uh,
will say
and it was
conquer
a
with a hard rock
it was a 1.
with my chest.
Yeah.
Wait,
What
for
did I
me?
roll? I rolled a 16.
All right.
What the
So
hell?
I'm sorry, Miss Rena, but it rolled a 1 on the physical die.
This is some bullshit. This is not my day.
Hold on 1 second. Let me roll for Irina first. Then I'm gonna roll for Elsencia. Okay.
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 1d20 plus 3.
Mhm.
Okay, Irina has a 13.
Okay.
Is for Elsencia. Please work. I know I have jack of all
Kind of.
trades.
Not really. Ba, 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 ba. Oh great, I didn't see if there's a bullet in this gun.
Oh my god, it's not just you, Miss Rena, it's me too.
Oh my
The
god.
dice are being
Nice.
sexist. We have confirmed this now.
Yes, the
Yeah.
dice are sexist and the AIs are racist towards humans.
Ha! No bullet.
Ironic, the NPC was the one who ended up winning that role next to Soldar.
Hmm.
Alrighty. So Sodar, unlike everyone in the room, you and Irina, you both hear a loud thud right above you.
What the hell?
What is what the great fun times up. That's never a good sign. Wait, aren't they are the others above us or is there no one above us? Just so I'm trying to be clear. Because I just heard something loud thump overhead.
Are you asking me or asking the others?
Asking the others in the party.
And then, oh wait, did Anarian roll since he's with us?
I don't think he did.
Okay, give me 1 second. I am so disorganized.
That's me all the time.
That's me half the time.
Hopefully this works for him because he is an NPC. He's male and he's got a +3. He rolled an 8.
Oh my lord.
Anarnia just
Sorry.
looks at Anarnia just looks at Sutter. Is like, "Are you daft? Honestly, I would have figured you to be actually able to answer your own questions such as that."
And then, of course, Alcencia looks at Goldar, just glaring at him. Love, I think you ended up opening your mouth and inserting your foot.
Oh, please.
You
I am
did.
fabulous.
Yes, but that does not make you immune to me deciding you don't get to have breath.
Of course, Alcencia quickly puts herself between Soldar and Anarian. Do it, and they'll be. My sister will try to avenge my death. And do you want an angry paladin who is on the council of the Baldarian Parliament?
My dear, you keep throwing that accusation, or so I say, threat out there, and I think it's starting to wear off.
It is. Partly because I've dealt with those paladins before. They remember me, and they don't remember me poorly. They'll at least listen before we're making accusations.
Well, to be fair, Alcencia's sister, Elunia, she's a paladin. She's a paladin of Ilmater, and she's on the Baldurian Council.
Yeah, so she would probably listen to me going, you really don't want to know what nonsense was going on, but I can explain if you got questions.
But yes, Alcencia is quickly putting herself between you and him.
Calm down. I'm not going to hurt him. I might smack him upside the face twice.
I'm sorry, but having to deal with a whole bunch of ghosts trying to kill us, and then also having a whole bunch of ghosts trying to kill us is doing wonders for my psyche, in which, in case you can't tell that I'm being sarcastic, it's not.
Oh, you mean the fact that you're basically panicking like a mad woman? Yes, I've been in these situations before. Why do you think I'm so bloody calm seeming? I know that it's saved the panic for after the nonsense. Yes, like what the hell? Like what the hell dropped above us? So yes, that is a very serious question.
And then of course, like Irina mentions, I heard it too. So he's not being daft, elf.
Yes, just because you had a brief moment of being deaf to a noise with the vampire elven hearing. Because no, you don't get a pass when you miss something I notice. Because I'm a half elf. You don't get to outright, hey, give me that glare. If you miss it, but I don't, you have an issue you need to look into.
He then just starts fixing his tie or whatever he could consider a tie on his chest, and he's like, "No comment."
Mm-hmm.
It is then that Anna, you remember that above you guys is the second floor patio. And you always notice that it was so odd because it looks like it was a checkered colored. It looked like a checkered pattern of some sort, but you really never looked too deep into it.
And then of course, Irina's like mentions, think that could be connected to these paintings here.
Do you decide to remove the painting and take it with you? So, Anna, as you attempt to grab it, you then feel a very cold shock to your hand, getting a first ice degree burn on your pinky finger.
Anna, are you all right?
Maybe leave it in place then, because we'll have to come back for it.
Yeah, given the supernatural validity of this place, I don't think it's a good idea.
Come on.
It is that, and with that, you all just make sure to imprint the image into your memories that you cannot necessarily take it with you. Do you guys attempt to go to the second floor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alcensia
Yes.
practically clinging on to Anarian because this freaking terrifies her because she hasn't told anybody, but she's terrified of ghosts.
Oh, terrified
Especially-
ghosts, how spooky. Bestin.
Well, to be fair, in her case, her first and only time in dealing with a supernatural experience wasn't just with the eldritch abomination that she had to push back into the far plains, but also the fact that one of the mansions that she was investigating during her quest was actually haunted.
Haunted.
Anyways, as you all attempt to go to, or actually, as you all go to the second floor, Anna, you realize that there's a door to the second floor that was never there originally. And so, as you open it, you are met to second floor, the second floor hallway.
Servant, just a heads up, I'm getting some feedback on your end.
It might be just my mic brushing against my shirt. Sorry. Here, let me
Okay.
mute it real quick.
Okay.
I might actually hold on. I've seen this right.
Oh, we better not.
All right. All right, here, I'll mute for a bit. I'm gonna probably try and because Discord looks like it's acting up my phone. I'll try and switch to the desktop in a hot minute.
Okay.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
Anyways, Anna, you then open the door to the second floor. It is there that you also notice that it appears that the what you'll call it, the tower door looks like it was moved because there is some dust in the air from it.
Probably, and then of course, Irina, probably from our compatriots that are trapped here. And then of course, you notice something off about her in this moment. I can't risk losing him again. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. Who knows? Maybe when I finally close my eyes to go to sleep tonight, I might be able to get the answer. I keep having these weird dreams.
Again, more than likely their memory, because you remember.
You kind of blipped out for a minute there.
Okay, hold on. Let me. Okay, does that work better?
Yeah.
Sounds better.
All right. That should work then. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. You're more than likely remembering because you might need to remember, or some part of you thinks you need to remember. So just hold tight on this, and you should be okay later. And yeah, more than likely, sleep will help make it clear.
All right. So I am going to have to request you lock whatever doors that I'm in.
Oh, that's easily doable. Well, we can probably find a way to pin you to the bed one way or another just to make sure you stay safe.
And then, of course, Cenarian just is ready to make a comment, but Alcencia's like pretty much covering his mouth because he's already opened up mouth and it started foot earlier. I don't want him. He's like, and he's muffling, "Love, you don't have to do this." I'm like, just looking out for you, okay?
My love, I will be fine.
Narnian, please, if she wants to look out for you, let her, because I'm already on edge. And I've already had to restrain myself 3 times from randomly lighting a firebolt. Please don't add to the stress anyone is dealing with.
And then, of course, this has Alcencia quickly curious. So, why do we need to, sorry, I ended up using Irina's voice there. And then, of course, Alcencia's like, why do you need to, have that happen? Well, I think you can guess the fact that my brother, after I was bitten, caught me trying to sleepwalk into the forest. And then, of course, Alcencia's like, questions answered.
And then Adarnia is like, "Oh, how dreadful! Even Cassandra wouldn't allow that. In fact, I don't think I ever do that."
Quick correction, Severin. That's his.
Or
That's because remember we're trying to.
right. Huh. Severin would never allow that to happen. He actually welcomed it a lot.
And then, of course, Alcencia is like, I know, love. I know.
Anywho, Anna, I believe you know what these bedrooms are? It is then you enter the first bedroom of the second floor, numbered 14, dear Anna, and it is that of a bedroom that you never wanted, that you or your friends never used, because it always smelled rancid for some reason. You just can never get the stink out.
Oh no.
Oh no, a bad thing apparently.
Very few things Chelsea will outright leave that kind of permanent stench, including a long rotting body.
For fire out to be gone.
Chelsea, you're lucky. This is a fourth wall break conversation, because as a druid recommending burning down a house might be getting weird looks.
Oh. Whoops.
Just remember, you're a save the forest, not light everything to Mary hell ablaze person.
But yeah, Anna, you tell the others to just basically pass on for this, because you know that no, the others wouldn't want interested in this room at all.
And then,
And
of
you
course, Alcencia's like, I don't need to tell me twice.
It is then that you enter the next room. And this room, you guys notice, had some movement, mainly just because of Anna. You recognize that Ayla's diary is missing from the bookshelf.
Empty. Rick.
it is then that you come across the what's your the mass. Wait, let me check my notes real quick. Let's see. 16. All right, you see so you enter you see the master bedroom, and you'd see like the remnants of dried blood on the bedroom desk of when Dalek had originally killed himself there.
And then, of course, I'll say she's like, "How can you be so composed right now?" And of course, Irina quickly puts a hand on her shoulder and comfort, trying to let you know that she's thinking about her now that she knows who this person is. When we get the chance, when we get the chance, I'll say a prayer for her soul. All right? No problem.
All right. It is then that you enter the main office, and in fact, it is the office that Vladislav tried to get into, but because of paranormal shenanigans, he couldn't. It is then that you all notice that something is off about this office. Like, there's like a negative energy that's been so steeped, especially at the desk.
Are we
Yes?
rolling anything?
Roll an investigation check.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull up the character sheet.
Can I give an advantage to Miss Rena?
Sure.
Since she's a haunted one background, I feel like this ought to be a advantageous situation for her.
Sure thing.
Okay. Okay, so for you, Miss Rena, instead of the usual, since you recognize that something's wrong here, this is an investigation check, right?
Yes.
Instead of your usual +4, you're going to roll a 1d20 +6.
Nice. 12.
Okay, and for you, Soldar, you are a investigation. You're a regular 1d20.
Mm-hmm.
And as for me, that's a. I gotta take a look. Okay, so that's a 1d20 plus.
A
Plus-
9? Nope. We confirmed the bots are being crazy.
Hey, anime guy, can you roll for Anarian, please? He has a +1 with investigation.
Okay, hold it. Let me roll real quick. Oh, there we go. 17. Stupid pain in the.
He notices nothing. He is blind as a bat.
Oh no!
Okay, so
And
Miss
apparently my character catches this. I ended up getting a 16.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a 17 on the physicals. I just put that in the chat.
Miss Rena got a
Because
12, and I'm gonna roll for Irina here. Ooh, she's not gonna have a. She's gonna be at disadvantage here.
I feel like the bot just decided to be
What
spicy.
the-
Never mind.
What the? I gave her a disadvantage, and I gave her a natural.
Okay, no, the bot chose chaos. That's what I'm calling it. The bot chose chaos. We're going with that.
Oh, the bias sixes is what it is.
All right, so
Or maybe
Let's
this
see how it
bot
gets
was
Midwestern
redheaded.
men.
all right, so Miss Ceretta, thanks to the others, you feel the amplification of something has been very wrong, and the desk is emanating an evil presence that should not be in this world. It stinks of the abyss that you smell off of your mistress.
Everyone, be careful. This, I've recognized this scent. This is abyssal.
Oh no. Another thing. How many of these are we gonna keep running into? There was the one in Vladislav's of messing with him. There was apparently a few other nonsenses that seem to pop up. This is becoming a pattern and I don't like it.
And then, of course, Cynthia is like, if this is from the abyss, I'm afraid to ask.
It's involve my patron.
Oh no.
So your patron allows pedophiles to live.
What? No.
What?
Well, I don't. I,
Okay, who is that you asking as the DM?
No, that's Anarian asking Ceretta. Because he feels like
Anarian, I'm gonna assume that wasn't a snarky question. Why do you ask that?
Because I feel the instinctual urge to murder something that is very evil right now. So evil, in
Point
fact.
in its direction.
Obviously, the desk at the center of this room, Soldar.
And then, of
Okay,
course,
is there anything on that anyone wants to keep? Because otherwise, I'm gonna burn it right now.
And then, of course, Alcencia's like, I feel it too, especially since I feel like I'm back in the same prisons as Venetius.
It is then that's before any of you could even physically attack it. The drawers just pop out and just launch out the door, shattering paper everywhere.
And then, of course, Alcencia quickly grabs Anarian and she quickly ducks with him.
Oh my gosh!
Do we have to roll anything, or do we all dodge?
Oh no, the drawers are not facing you guys. They're facing the door to the outside balcony.
Ah.
And it's scattered papers everywhere.
Oh, fun.
got stuff
Someone
out in the
grab
front
one
door.
of those papers and check it now.
Irina grabs, like, very aggressively grabs one, and then Alcencia, she's picking it up with only her thumb and her index finger, because she's almost hesitant to touch these papers.
Soldar immediately grabs as many as he can, and then starts rifling through to see if he can read anything or see anything on them that will explain some things.
And does Ceretta grab a few things?
Yeah, she grabs a few items, a few herbs that she could use for later.
Are there any items, or is it just papers?
It's just papers.
Okay.
And
So
as
I'll just picking up papers.
Scrolls.
Alright.
Grabs a few scrolls of that look interesting for her to examine later.
it is then, Ceretta, that as you start reading these scrolls, you are mortified and horrified. Like, I want you to roll a Constitution saving throw, because this will cause you to throw up.
Oh no! Oh, gotta roll for barf.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the point where we vent some frustrations.
What
Your basically you roll a 1d20 plus 2, because that's your Constitution saving throw.
Uh-huh.
Watch it screw me over. Yeah, oh my god, thank you, God.
Okay, 21.
Hey. So,
Ceretta.
what does Ceretta see, and what is keeping her from throwing up?
So,
Really?
Ceretta, thanks to you having been around this dark, emanating smell from the abyss from your patron, you managed to hold down your barf, but your eyes are wide and horrified, And you just look at Osensia with the same exact disgust that you felt when you read Valenta's
Yeah.
diary back at the Red Rose Inn.
Dear gods.
Ceretta, what is on there?
Nothing you want to know. Trust me.
I have seen horrors, and the fact of what Anarian says has me wanting to burn the desk. What's on there?
To answer
So-
Anar's question, no, my mistress will tolerate a lot of things, but this is not one of them.
That's a short list. Pass that here. If you can't say it out loud, pass it here.
Zoretta gives the note to Soldar.
All right, what am I reading?
You read the financial reports by a man named Eon, and it's just that Eon. He lists no last name, and it is of women from the brothel that he ran, and he is very detailed in what they could possibly provide for people in this particular abandoned house, and what rooms they could be found in, and what you could do to them for a hefty price.
If this person still lives, I am roasting the bastard alive!
You can also add that not all the women listed may be of age.
No. Half of them are of age, half of them aren't.
Oh, okay.
Half of these aren't even.
And
So Solda has to immediately move all the papers from one hand to the other because the other hand is constantly flaring a firebolt.
it is then that you notice, Solar, that these papers are really, really old. And or sorry, not sorry. The man's name was Eon, actually, correction, it's Hans.
That's the guy. Just a reminder. That was the gravestone that was desecrated in the graveyard.
And
Wait, that's the gravestone from the graveyard that was desecrated. Oh, hot damn! I know why now. I have no argument. That thing gets an update on it, cause this isn't one I'm gonna let go. This is no. Give me the chance to let hammer. I'll do it myself.
And then of course, I'll see. She's just covering her mouth because she knows who this Hans is.
Tristan. Wah, wah. Oh, I
Kelsey,
wasn't
be
muted. Whoops.
So, Alcencia, she's just got this horrified look on her face and she's covering her mouth.
Oh, good lord. No one tell Aurelius he'll go right for the grave with the axe and hammer.
And then
we tell him in the morning when we can deal with this and confront the priest ourselves. Because I don't care whatever else people want to claim, this man's earned a grave desecration, and I don't say that lightly.
And then, of course, Alcencia peeks up, but in a very shaky voice. Soldar, it's even worse.
What?
He's the one that turned Valenta into that.
Valenta.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, refresh my memory. Fourth wall break. My mind's blanking on that.
Strahd's third bride, aka Miss Go Tell Aunt Rhody that everyone's dead.
Oh, crazy hoe. The one we fought, right. So, okay, back in character. Wait. So, and that skull more than likely. Yeah, no. I'm gonna apologize to her when I see her next, because we're gonna probably see her at the party. Or dinner, or whatever Strahd's more than likely invited us to, because good lord, I don't want to deal with more stupid, but I'm gonna have to at least apologize for my snide remarks, because this, I would try to raise him myself just to roast him alive. I don't do that kind of crap unless Ael permits it, and even he won't let this sucker taste life again. Whew.
And then, of course, Elsensia quickly looks at Ceretta and she's like, now you kind of know why I was holding back.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. If this scene's spirit is here, I want it purged. I want every last trace of it sent into the torment it deserves. Actually, do we have a way to check for that? Fourth wall break again. Do we have a way to check for that?
It would be Arcana check.
And for you, Arcana is a plus zero. But I think in this situation, I'm going to give it a +5. Because he is that mad.
Oh, yeah.
You have holy retribution coursing through your veins.
I mean, what?
10.
No. I don't buy that roll. No way it was that low. This is the bot screwing with us again.
He's getting out the physical dice.
19, so it's a 24.
Yeah, you try to sense for this man's spirit, but you don't sense it at all. In fact, the only reason why it was dark at the first place was because of how, shall we say, neat and organized the drawer's contents were with its dark writings.
He's not here. There's no trace of his soul or his remaining spiritual echoes anywhere. This darkness is literally just a documentation. Gather it all up, put it to the side. I don't want to see it until morning. When assuming we go back to sleep, I want to deal with the rest of this hauntings and get this dealt with properly, because I need to do this at the damn temple. I am going to do this there in the broad daylight with a proper holy flame.
And then, of course, this suddenly reminds us of the conversation with the brothel owner, Tatera, mentioning how Kolyan was running from the sins of his past. What if this Hans had something to do with it? She doesn't say anything to Irina, but she's thinking about asking, but she's going to hold off asking until they're somewhere where they're much more secure. And you could.
Weren't you guys at the local brothel?
Unfortunately, yes.
Did they give any hint of this kind of vile stuff?
Well, according to the owner, anyone who enters through her doors are of age and are consenting adults. She doesn't allow children involved at all.
Okay. Quick question. Is that a cover statement, or does she do her best to at least honor and protect any that actually wander in?
Well, I couldn't really ask her directly, but judging from the level of disgust and hatred she feels towards men, I'm gonna guess she does it to honor those who are under her care, aka all her quote unquote flower.
If she's calling them flowers, that's at least a good sign. A man doing that in this kind of business is not someone I would trust as for a nanosecond. A madam, however, I expect to treat them as such. Delicate, fragile, easy to harm, and must be tended to carefully.
Not to mention, she mentioned all of the. Not to mention, she not so casually covered that those that she deems as pigs for slaughter, those holes in her garden were fresh.
So she has standards then when dealing with such scum. Good to know. I might have to actually ask for some of those flowers for the flame. I'm gonna need them.
It is then that Anarnia just speaks up. I wouldn't really give it too much grace, Sildar. Let me remind you that, given my torches, men and women are really the same when it comes to the depravities.
Oh no, I know, but in this case, I have a very particular statement to make to the cosmos. And it's not just for the souls that suffer this nonsense, even in other lives, to find peace. It's to make certain the jackass responsible and any others who were particularly vicious in, shall we say, partaking of these wares are given their
Also,
due
guys,
judgment.
chat. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go eat.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to intend. Let me put it this way. This is one of the few ways I have of directly contacting AO and getting a direct response is something like this. So I intend to do this in the Mara or during daylight, right at the temple, because I am not putting up with these existing in this state much longer. This is a case of I need to do some divine retribution of my own.
And then of course Irena's like, I'd be glad to join you. Someone this vile doesn't deserve to have an afterlife.
Oh no, they deserve an afterlife, just not a good one.
So now, with everyone having said their piece and released some very divine retribution steam from reading these documents, you all look towards the very broken door to the second floor patio. And given that you guys couldn't find Vladislav and co. anywhere in the second floor, but you have to check the third floor, one might say you all assume that they are out there.
Let's.
Yeah.
Alcensia agrees, and so does Anarian.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Ceretta. You then walk over to the door, and when you open it, you see Vladislav just trying to think about how to position all the chess pieces, with Aurelius and Cher having taking up space of the white king and queen. All right, so if this is a chess game, we have to somehow beat the black king then, in order for us to be able to get. He then perks up and looks at you guys.
Vladislav.
Oh, hey guys, we've just been trying to figure out how to do this.
And then of
Well,
course
apparently you had a nicer time than we did. We found some papers I'll tell you about in the morning. Otherwise, I'm going to be ranting all night.
You think that's fun? Try avoiding this guy. He then just points at the statued.
Oh, that douche again.
Unfortunately, Cher is stuck as the White Queen, and Aurelius has graciously volunteered to be the White King on this chessboard. We're just trying to figure out how to fucking solve this thing.
And then of course Alcensia, this gets her an idea in her head, especially since she's played a few rounds of chess before in her life. She's like, I think I know what we have to do here. We have to maneuver them to take out the black king, and if we take him out in this chess game, we could exercise his spirit.
Well, that's one way of putting it.
So we're playing chess as but life-sized.
And we have to sacrifice two of our...
Actually, it was a sorcerer's stone.
Mm-hmm.
Originally
Philosopher's Stone for those in the UK.
Yes, because I actually did get my boss. Sorry, have to gush here for a minute. I actually did buy my boss a copy of the British version of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Isn't that Vladislav just looks at them like, so basically we have to play this game of chess, is what you guys are saying. We don't have we have to literally sacrifice our two friends here to beat this douchebag.
And then of course Alcensia's like, not necessarily. The trick is to keep them out of harm's way while also trying to outmaneuver and outwit the Black King.
Anna, I want you to roll a history check for your memory.
And Althea also proceeds to also comments, "Oh gods, if only. Oh gods, if only." Hold on one second. I have a name. I just can't say the canon name. I have a fanon version of it.
Yes, history check.
And then, of
Okay,
course, Alcensia comments, "Oh gods, if only Aaron Demandus was here. It would make."
Since it's your house and you recognize the painting, I'll give you a +2.
And then Alcensia's like, "If only Aaron were here, he would be able to solve this with ease."
Anna, it is then that you realize that you might not necessarily have to play a game because there is that specific painting in the room that you guys were that you were all were in earlier, which of course, after having played the piano and the violin, and you unlocked the second floor and whatnot, that you realize maybe maybe we don't have to. We just have to move all the chess pieces to match the painting.
Oh. And then, of course, Alcensia, being the artistic one, volunteers to help with that. Because, well,
That is a
Bard.
fun thing.
Because, well, Bard.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that out of the way, I want everyone but Cher and Aurelius to roll strength checks in order to move these pieces onto specific tiles on the floor. Because these chess pieces are heavy because they're made of stone.
Okay, so you are your strength check is a +1. Yeah. So 1d1 for Anna. Anarian is a -1 because, well, he's more agile than strong.
I'm also a -1.
So Ceretta, but Irene is a +2.
Oh, come on!
Oh,
And Anarnian rolled 11, but he got him because there's my right. He's a 10.
Yes.
Oh no! Oh,
No, that's Ceretta's roll. She rolled a 11. Anarian
Anarian
rolled
is-
a 1.
oh
Your
my!
dice roll was a 1d20 -1, right?
Yes.
He's a weak bitch.
Well, to be
That is.
No,
I'm
not
gonna
you.
re-roll. I'm gonna because otherwise we're not moving these dang things.
Alcensia got
Unless my roll is enough, I don't know.
Alcensia got an 11. Now I
Have we
gotta get
rolled for Vladislav yet?
Oh no, I have not actually. But he's probably gonna have to take a hindrance roll at hindrance roll because well, he's still trying to recover and whatnot. What's his strength?
he has a Vladislav has a +3 strength.
I'll do that as 1.
And Irina has a nat 20.
I'm half tempted to re-roll my roll because clearly the dice are being a butt.
Well, Alcencia got a 10, got an 11. Ceretta got a 10, and Irina got a 23.
Oh
And I got a 7.
up the guys.
Yeah, I think the dice just chose chaos.
Yeah, for a
They
good
will-
bit, I thought they were possessed by every fate, but I don't know at this point.
So, as the ladies begin to direct the guys how to move the chess pieces around, as they struggle, they just seem to somehow magically move all the chess pieces with ease. And then, of course, the final one is to move Dayluk into a downed position. So, as Vladislav and Soldar begin to move Dayluk by sliding him into his black square, they then have to forcefully topple him over. And with that, something seems to happen.
Oh no!
The entire house just begins to shake and shudder. And then black smoke emanates from the rooftop, and it has the image of a witch. And she is not happy with what you all have done. You think you can defeat my house? I shall not permit it. You think you own this house? This is my house. I have cursed it to be.
And then, of course,
Oh, so you're the one responsible for the shenanigans. And
And then, of
remind me to hunt you down in the morning also.
And then, of course, Irina's like, "You have no place here, witch."
Oh, I'm more than just a simple witch. I am the monument to this lad's sins.
Oh, so what I plan to do in the morning guarantees you ain't coming back also. Good to know.
Give me 1 sec. I need to go into the book for a sec.
Ceretta, what data? And what does Ceretta say to this particular witch?
Well, ma'am, I may be a warlock, but we do have, my clan does have connections to your kind. Maybe we could come to an understanding.
Oh, you abyssals are so uninformed. We are a concept. We are legion. For our sorrows are many. And this voice just seems to be like
Yeah.
the million, like they just seem to be like thousands and thousands of female and male voices just stuck together.
Oh, you're one of those. You're not one person, are you? You're everyone from this torment.
Oh, bloody hell.
Ding ding, divine
This just makes
sorcerer.
everything more.
Then back off, or AO's getting involved directly. Allow me to lay these sins to public rest. Or else you will be forcibly removed.
Oh,
Don't act arrogant. The last one who did it was Lathander, and he's been already put on a notice before his most recent sins that will guarantee AO makes good on a fate worse than death for him. So choose your next statement wisely, the one of a legion.
Oh, you think you can control me just because you know a powerful god? We are the
Control?
Abyss. We are eternal.
I do not presume control. I am saying, hey, allow me to do things. I am not commanding a dang thing. If you wish to fight, then that's a different scenario. That's a different conversation. I am offering to let you have your vengeance in a way that puts you at peace. If you're incapable of that, we can deal with that also.
I want you to roll a charisma check.
Oh, good lord. I gotta double check my stats real quick. Give me a sec.
Okay, so for a saving throw, it's +5.
Yay! Oh, hell no. Hell no. No way. No way. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
No, wait,
That's the bot being dumb.
Wait, we can work with this. It's then that it is that. Wait, let me finish. It is then that the quote unquote legion of damned souls that were bound to this house just stare incredulously at you and go, And what makes you think that what you can do can make us rest? Only for it to just freeze in place? As in the attempt of trying to squish both you and Ceretta at the same time? And slowly but surely, small blue spheres of light begin to just tick off as if it's just pieces of metal being shaved off.
Oh
What?
dear! It looks like some of the parts of you who took up the offer. You're not as
No.
unified as you think.
No. No.
You see what I expect? Did you honestly think I didn't know what I was doing? I didn't have to convince all of you. I only have to convince enough of to guarantee you have no power. And then the rest do what they do normally in such situations. You will all realize moving on is better. You are not the first I have seen. You will not be the last.
How much would roll a Constitution saving throw?
Oh no, I'm about to get my ass kicked. Oh dear. Well, at least that's a +4. Okay, if this one doesn't work, I'm getting the physical dice because I do not trust them. 16. Is that good?
So you dodge this one attempt to squish you, and I want you to roll another charisma check. Because you can only see like bits and pieces of light from underneath due to the very few that decide to leave.
24.
It's then that its eyes widened. No, you naive! You imbeciles! You naive!
Who are you that dares to speak for the rest?
Okay, chat.
Chelsea's back.
Hello, Jess. Who are you that dares to speak
Hello?
for the rest? Because clearly you aren't a legion, or else you would all speak as one. So who are thou who speaks for the rest?
Where'd everyone else go?
It is then that the spirit implodes, and what is left is what looks like a very scrunged, like, you know, like, have you seen the videos from about Diablo 4 with that one guy, old guy, who's fighting against
Thank you, chat.
that one
Kind
dude?
of.
I don't think I have. Someone find me a Is it on your stream? I could just pull that up.
No. Give me a sec. I'm gonna see. Diablo 4 Angel fights Diablo.
Go ahead and put it in D&D art. That'll at least give us a clip.
Diablo 4 trailers.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, so it's the Lord of Hatred cinematic.
Okay,
It's the old
hold
guy
on.
in that.
Clicking images. Oh, so this wrinkly little goofball, but he's a small one?
Yeah.
Oh.
All that's left. Yeah, that's that old man. And he he is just coughing, feeling its body become weaker and weaker. And Solar,
Oh.
you realize it's the you remember the miasma from those documents?
Mm-hmm.
This is the true source of that miasma. You
Well,
naive souls. They're
you don't
still
exactly look mortal to me. Who are you? I immediately pull a firebolt right ready in its face. And actually, I'm going to roll an intimidation just to be safe. is 1d20 plus 3. And it's an 8. Oh, well.
Irina is quickly is quickly warding her comrades against whatever this thing is.
I am the monuments to every sin you could think of. I am eternal.
Oh, you're that demon of hatred. I thought I remembered hearing of you from AO. What are you doing in this little section of existence?
What does it look like?
Being a menace and a pest as usual to me.
I may take on many forms, but this form, it allows me to just control those who and manipulate anyone, including your weak flesh.
My weak flesh? You assume I run off my own weak flesh, you foolish demon. By
Did you
AO's own
not?
decree, you knew better than to come near me. I remember the last time I even felt an echo of your presence.
And yet
You were warned off then. You are warned off again now. Be gone back to the pit that spawned you, and be bound there this time. I'm with blessed iron, lest you dare try to creep out again.
You, and then he just gets sucked into what looks like a portal to the infernal abyss.
And then, of course, Alcencia's like, that was one of the more uglier ones that I've ever encountered. And I highly doubt that's going to last.
He's about mid-rank on ugly. They get very, very awful looking. And at the very least, we don't have to deal with him for a very long while because those bindings don't come off easy.
Just, what the hell was that?
That's a being who calls himself the Lord of Hatred. Short version, he feeds off every negative hate-filled emotion and amplifies it to control people, making them living puppets. Or in the case of massive amounts of souls that have suffered what the ones here did, what you just saw. He's both annoying and overpowered at the same time.
So is that what he meant by monument to all of humanity's sins?
No, he's just mostly a monument to all of humanity's hatred and base sins or vengeful sins. And so when you are wrong or when you have an unjust reason or an unbound reason to hate, he can amplify and control people with it. He's less a monument and more kind of an avatar, kind of one whose domain rolls over that, even though, again, the Lord title is more facetious on his part. Short version, you don't want to meet him after you've been wronged.
Oh.
And then Alcencia I can confirm with the fact that the infernal forces are not ones to be allied with. Especially since one tried to make a deal with me long ago.
There's a reason I was mocking him, and when he dared try to claim to be any sort of important being, and I just called him a demon of terror. Because again, these beings are best laughed at. It's oddly enough a perfect weapon against most of them.
Empty.
Laughing at them, mocking them, and belittling them like it's a comedy show.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, the easiest way to deal with them is to make them a joke they never wish to be.
Huh.
And then, of course, Irina just finishes her prayer and she gets up. Just had to make sure that he wasn't going to leave any lasting damage.
Good call.
It's then that's the blue white specks that fell off that being, begin to just circle around Vladislav and Irina. As as they circle around, they sort of perform like a dance of joy, so to speak.
Soldar immediately looks at Vladislav and just smiles, and goes, "You know, I could say something, but I don't have to, because this is just too fun to see."
I don't think I need to know what spirits are saying. I don't think I need to know exactly what they're saying to feel that they're happy.
Oh yeah, not just happy to be free from that thing. Happy that you two are here. Soldar immediately has the biggest shit-eating grin on his face, purely, really while watching.
Shit.
And then, of course, Irina addresses whatever is floating around her. It's nice to feel. It's nice to feel wanted. It's nice to feel wanted by those who are outside my family. Everyone else saw the burden.
It's that they sort of also spread out to literally just dance around the party.
Oh, always nice to do a good thing for such lost spirits.
He's like, Anari, I may not enjoy being a hero, but I would definitely prefer more than just a pat on the head or whatever vinegar and wine is in this place.
It's then that some of the spirits literally just give you they literally form a physical hand and just gives him a head pat.
These are children mostly, Anarnian. They're going to be playful.
And then, of course, he's like, he then looks at them and goes, cheeky.
Again, children. Young ones, stay calm and stay hidden from any others that might tempt you. This place will not let you pass on until the curse on the land has been lifted.
And then, of course,
stay place until all things are settled. We may be able to help then.
Irina then pipes up, heads of the church. There
Yes.
you'll be. The morning lord may be flawed, but the morning lord may be flawed, but I know that he would at least have a heart for the little ones. And then, of course, she's like, I have no idea why I just said that.
Again, past life.
It's then that
you remember enough.
It's then that they swirl around and then begin to form what looks like that of a child. And she just tilts her head and smiles. Thank you. And
no problem.
You all recognize that it literally looks like a younger, more innocent version of Valenta before they disappear.
Was that a younger version of? Didn't we just encounter her earlier?
Seems like.
Yeah, we did encounter. Whatever it was.
Hey, Soldar, you remember how in some fiction souls can be split apart and take on an aspect of that person's soul?
You mean the fact that sometimes there's enough damage done to his soul that it fractures? Yes. That happens more than people would ever admit. So, yeah, hopefully we're gonna have to check up with her in the morning.
And then, of course, Celestia notices that Cher's been a little shaken up by all this. Are you okay?
That was very scary. When will this all be over?
Well, I think
hopefully now.
Okay.
Hopefully, whatever was bothering this place has been gone.
Oh, glad relief. That makes me much calmer now.
It's in this moment that Alcensia notices that there's a trunk that wasn't there earlier, and she hesitantly opens it up, and there she finds a whole bunch of really, really nice formal outfits.
Fancy outfits.
Oh, fun! Formal wear.
Sure, they're probably dangerous. We can't try them on. What knows what kind of germs are on those fancy clothes?
Further inspection, they look like they've been freshly laundered. or freshly tailored, because those are way too clean.
Does anyone want to roll a investigation check?
Yes.
I can. Give me a sec.
Okay, so Cher, I'm gonna give you a. Let me see, investigation. I'm gonna give you a. I'm gonna let you roll a regular 1d20.
Okay.
And
9.
Anna, you roll a regular. Anna, since this is your place, I'm gonna let you roll a 1d20 plus 1, and Soldar for your investigation check.
Unless I misread, there's a 0, but I just rolled an 8, so I am. Since the bot seems to like to screw my dice rolls.
Okay.
I could have why did it just slide when it landed? That's
Slide.
No. I'm calling Mulligan one more time. If it still rolls low, I'll just accept it.
Slide to the right. Crisscross.
It's still just a 10. You know what? Heck with it. Go with it.
Okay, so
Apparently I'm oblivious for some reason. I don't know why.
And that actually, I'm gonna have a Narian roll as well, since he actually does embroidery in his free time.
Oh, well, that's handy.
Yeah, just like his inspiration, he has something cheeky embroidered on his clothes. I'm not
I'm
gonna
not surprised.
because I do not want to get in trouble with copyright.
Mhm.
It's a certain white vampire hair.
Just in case for those wondering, Astarian, he has embroidered on his underthings. If you're reading this, you've either bedded me or beheaded me. Either way, you got lucky. In Elvish.
Oh, good grief.
Trust me, for the record, he does not like Baldur's Gate 3, but even he was taken aback by that. Let me see, investigation. He gets a +1.
Ooh, that was close.
He gets a 12.
Okay, I am doing physical for that because that is just.
You have dice?
Yeah.
What flavor?
Okay. 16.
Okay, so Aurelius got a 16. Anarian got a Savant got a 19. Servant got a 10, and Chelsea got a 9.
Okay, at this point, who notices what?
Anime guy?
This is actually wait, what is this?
Basically, we end up finding some formal clothes in a trunk.
Mhm.
We're just checking to see if there's anything wrong with them before we try them on.
Cher pokes the clothes with a stick.
I don't think this is in my notes.
I ad-libbed this, I'm sorry.
Yeah, improvise.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I remembered from a previous conversation we had that we had no formal wear for the upcoming dinner party at Castle Ravenloft, and I'm like, what if we found something as a reward for the party, and after the party goes to Castle Ravenloft and uses the clothing, we could probably sell it for gold. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So for Cher,
yeah.
So for Cher, you get a very, very fine green dress. For Ceretta, you get a very alluring black and red one. Osetsier, you get a purple one. And then for Anna, she gets a very August festive one.
Oh.
As for the guys, Solar gets a matching royal tunic. A Narnian gets a better version of his current clothes,
Complete with embroidery and beadwork.
and and unfortunately for Vladislav, he gets nothing. Zilch, you lose. Good day,
Day,
sir.
sir.
His armor's kind of gonna fit that.
What about Aurelius? What does he get?
He gets something similar to that of Soldar's.
Okay, but probably with a bunch of gold and with a bunch of gold and white coloration.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It is. No, that was for the Christmas special, and that is not canon. And he was borrowing it from his
Behave.
quote unquote uncle.
And then of course Cincia's like, "Hey Anna, do you have at least something for Vladislav? I think he's gonna need something."
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
good. Oh no, please. I do not want to go anywhere near that creature's castle.
And then of course Irina's like, "I second the sentiment. I second the sentiment. Fortunately, there wasn't anything in there for me either."
Aw.
It is then that you all hear footsteps on the roof, and it is that of an elf.
And then of course Irina looks up and sees him, and she's backing up a little slowly.
You
Uh,
okay? Get there, Arena?
I saw him in the village before Strahd attacked.
And it is that of a man with black hair. He has a fur. He has like a bit of a fur attached to his cape. His armor is that of black and bronze embroidery, and he just looks down upon you all. Unfortunately for you, Sir Lazarescu, the invitations are mandatory. You must not disappoint our lord. And who in the hell are you to tell me what to do? I am Rahadin, the chamberlain of his lord, Count Strahd. You see, Miss Anna, I am but on top of your house, not literally within it. There's a distinct difference with that rule.
That is a very loose interpretation, and even you know that could violate guest rights. Why are you here?
Simply put, we had felt a very strong disturbance activates within this area, and I was sent to investigate. Turns out it was just simply another abyssal lord trying to lay claim to my lord's domain.
They're
But
getting antsy. Your lord might want to check with his patron as to what's going on.
We have, and his patron is also confused as to how these fiends keep entering.
Oh, that's not a good sign for his patron, because that could mean he's lost power permanently.
can't we just get the power back now? That wouldn't be too smart.
As amusing as that might sound, Miss Cher agreed, that is not the case.
Cool,
But
we got a hamster wheel generated.
though I did see your little light show from within the forests, I must say, Soldar, that you are quite impressive when it comes to handling the souls of the dead.
I have had to go through many things once Ao and I finally met up, and many trials just to find him. So I am well versed. Well versed in such a way that, unfortunately for your master,
Yeah, round 3.
if he's found wanting in anything I am to watch out for, I will be forced to bring Ao into this directly. And I'll remind you if you're not aware, or at least I'll inform you for him. The last time Ao had to directly intervene, he put a fate worse than death warning on every deity at my wedding, including Lathander.
Oh, Lathander.
There is not a one from the upper or lowers that dare cross him that openly.
Yeah.
And as to your master, I'm assuming you have an invitation of sorts for us, or us beyond this investigation?
Yes, to simply put, it is to make sure that you all are well informed about the nature of the invitations. First thing tomorrow within the afternoon, the mists will come upon the house, and you shall all wait outside. There a carriage will come for you all, and you will be brought to my
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from obviously it being a formal dress party, is there anything else we need to be aware of beyond the fact that he's probably invited many others?
Oh. Bouncing.
He then looks at Ceretta, Elsetia, and Irina. My lord's intentions will be made most clear.
Tell your lord this warning I am obliged to give. Ceretta is my daughter, and directly under Ao's protection. Not even her patron, Pale Knight, is allowed to lay claim to her soul unless Ao approves.
Yeah, chat,
not her, not Pale Knight, and not your lord may touch her unless Ao gives consent. And last I checked, I would be informed. That is the only warning I am allowed to give. Your master, by trying to claim her, has already touched a territory that Lathander can catch heat for.
And of course, Anarian quickly gets in front of Elsencia. I will not let your master have her.
You all seem to misunderstand the intentions of not only my master, but including the dark, including the death's kiss. And here I thought scholars would be able to understand, at least those among you, but it's clear that you still have prejudices.
No, I've just dealt with too many upstart vampires who want to be dark lords of insane domains when they don't have the power to do it, so I have a habit of jumping. And Strahd's reputation is sometimes chaotic and not willing to explain details. So unfortunately for your master, I have nothing good to run off of that would give him any benefit of the doubt.
And then
Guys, chat says hi.
Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
Hi, chats.
And then, of course, Narian's like, your master attacked my darling during house. Attacked my darling, and then proceeded to make an offer to her she couldn't, that she had to refuse. Fair to say why I'm a little on edge around any possible proposition that he has for her.
Many do, but all will see in the end.
You wish. Again, Ao directly can outride and let me remind you, render your master permanently mortal and allow time to catch up. He would age every year he has lived in the moment of a blinking of an eye or a heartbeat. And that's if Ao's being nice and merciful. He doesn't have to let remains exist of Strahd if he wishes. And I'm not just talking his flesh.
You seem to have a very odd understanding of the universe there, dear Soldar. But you also
I am
must
well
understand.
aware of certain things in universes that you are not. Other realms that not even this land is allowed to touch.
And yet you do not understand Simply put, it is also up to the individual to call upon Elo as well. Consent or not.
Normally, yes. There's one catch, however, you forgot. I directly asked for protection for me and mine. That didn't just include my wife. That included my daughter here and anyone I call an ally or friend. And right now, this party is it. So be very careful for you and your master for daring to cross what Ao calls protected.
And then,
Because
of course,
the last time
buddy.
a semi-mortal vampire, even one almost near Strahd's power, claimed at least, tried, not even his robes remained. Records of his name were wiped, including from every memory on the planet.
Every memory.
and then of course, Elsensia's like, Sildar, let's hear him out. It wouldn't hurt to be diplomatic. And darling, I understand you're wanting to be
I need to find a
protected.
better game to play. I've been playing this for like 1 hour and I'm bored.
All tight.
And then
It'll
of
be
course,
okay.
Elsensia's like, darling, I understand you're wanting to protect me, and I understand that, that you'll do anything for me, and I love you for that. But we're kind of in Strahd's territory right now, and it's best that we play nice at this moment, unless he forces our hand. And Soldar, let's be diplomatic here.
I will do my best on that. I am currently agitated, however, after the last moron I had to just get cast out from here. So you'll excuse me if that, combined with what I read, has me good and tense still. My apologies also. You do not deserve as much grief as I have been giving. I am just, as I said, very on edge after everything.
And then, of course, Elsensia is like, can you swear in the name of your master that no harm will come to us, and he won't lay a hand or bite that is untoward?
I can promise this, my dear.
Good. And also pass on on those warnings. As snippy as I am being, they are legitimate and final. I am not allowed to speak them twice.
Very well then, sorcerer. But that must also come with a particular price. You all must come to the dinner party that are invited. That includes you, dear Vladislav and Eilina.
Of
I
course,
will remind you again, the usual rule of guest rights and Ao's own eye will be on this party. Make sure your master knows, because even with him being the host, in fact, because he is the host, more is required of him than normal.
Very well. Though there is one more thing I would like to impart upon you all before I leave and return to my master with my reports.
Yes.
Cher Evergreen, is it?
Yes. It's me.
I take it that you have heard of some of the plights of my master's servants and civilians, so to speak, such as the lack of food.
The lack of plants that are dead. Yes, I've heard of them.
My master extends an offer to you and that of your love, Aurelius.
Oh.
For you see, my master knows the importance of faith, hence why he has not outright touched the Church of Lysander, save for the boy, because he had outright tried to start a rebellion despite his young age. Simply put, Sir Aurelius and Cher, you two could be given the land of Berez to recultivate. The people, after all, need food. And also, but more than that, they also need nourishment of the soul, especially with this Dr. Pressing Morel. You two could be a lord and lady of Berez, much like how Eon and Theodora were once lord and lady of it.
I see. Okay.
And then of course Irina's like, hold on, Cher. I would want to hear the rest of this offer. I want to hear the rest of this particular offer before agreeing to any terms.
Oh yeah, to gamble in the thing and not and get bad results. Got it.
I want to hear more about this too.
Okay.
Well, simply put, that is basically the gist of it. You two would be Lord and Lady of Berez, and with you, Miss Cher, you can help recultivate the land of Berez to its once fertile soil. Its current tenant has unfortunately failed in providing the land with food. You, on the other hand, can help provide and then some. You could help the people of this land not starve to death. My lord has tried everything he can, but nothing seems to be working. But you have a very divine connection to your harvest goddess. You would be invaluable to his court. Perhaps, and much like with Eon and Theodora, his right hand and ear.
Are you seriously extending invitations beyond the initial one?
My master has, as he has offered Miss Ocencia, and this is just another one upon your party.
And then of course, as Cynthia quick is pretty much blue in the face that he just so casually dropped something that he was trying to keep to herself and Ceretta and Anarian.
Oh.
I'm not surprised he would try that. I've had enough of playing these games with your master. When is this party supposed to take place?
Tomorrow afternoon, when the start of the then harvest festival, which happens every year.
Would that be on high noon or later in the noontime?
Noontime, Solgar.
High noon, I will be at the Temple of the Thunder with the others here. We need to do something for those spirits, and I need to contact Ao directly, given half of what I found. Just so you're aware, do not assume to interrupt the conversation with the party being grabbed. Ao will not take kindly to that, especially since I have to open a near direct channel. Also, make certain your master reminds his patron and that any under Ao's direct protection are completely off limits for manipulation.
Very well. I shall inform my master of this.
Thank you.
Good day, then, ladies and gentlemen. He then disappears into a mist and flies away.
Why am I not surprised? Almost everyone working for Strahd has mist or other type powers.
Fly now, he fly now.
Well,
they apparently all fly now. Oh, or at least they fly away.
Let's go inside.
How much
deserve a good rest.
How much time is left in the evening?
It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Ugh. All right, we sleep for 3 hours and then we get up because at this point we're not gonna get much more sleep after tonight.
And then of course they'll Cynthia, and then of course basically Aurelius, this is an opportunity for you to realize that this is an opportunity for you to realize that Soldar is the dad of the warlock. Because he
What
just
a
said
twist!
it.
Sorry.
the bad of
Do you
the
want-
warlock.
So, Aurelius, what do you want to say anything to Soldar or Ceretta?
If I didn't know any better, I told Dr. Thomas, like, I didn't know any better. I'd say you two have a type of relation.
She's my daughter. I have now said this out loud at least once in your presence. My wife was her mother. And yes, was. As a result, if her coven wasn't alive, I'd be making good on what I told my other friend long ago when she was captured. I would hunt them down and display my displeasure. The only thing I wouldn't do would be kill them. Because my wife made me promise not to. Ever.
That was one of those things.
Miss Rena, do you have anything to say about this?
Serena, you're muted.
Serena?
I'm here.
Oh,
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Mute.
Do you have anything to say about this particular situation?
Let's be mindful of your words, Father. They may not have been the best people, but they're still my coven.
There's a reason I wouldn't kill them. I would still be angry at the fact they took my wife and you from me before I could be there for your birth. I do not, given they also tried to destroy the clock I had on me. Yeah, I'm gonna be a good bit salty at what they did. I wouldn't kill them. At most, they would each have a broken limb. Because I would be very angry in that moment.
What's done in the past is done. Right now,
I know.
Do whatever we can to honor her memory.
We will, after all of this is dealt with. And I feel like whatever curse Strahd's patron brought on his land will be falling to us all to lift. Whether or not that ends in his death is debatable at this point. Because it depends how much agency he has himself when his patron gives an order.
And then across
I can
like,
that.
and what
Mhm.
and Miss Antorica, was it? Yes? Made an offer to you. What did he offer you? And then, of course, Alcencia is like, does it matter? I told him no. I'm afraid it does.
Matters.
Very important.
And then, of course, she looks at Ceretta. She was like, I was going to say this privately with you, but now I have no choice but to air this out. But she's not saying it out loud, but but she's looking at Ceretta and conveying this with her eyes. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Sure.
respectfully.
Okay. Basically, she's like, Strahd not only offered me governance over all of Valaki, but he wants me to be his personal diplomat, and he wanted me to marry and have a lineage with Anarian, and then he would offer me the immortal kiss.
Lineage.
He's still trying to be.
Lineage. Isn't it impossible for a vampire to conceive a child?
Not always.
And then, of course, the Anarian's like, well, it should be considering I'm a spawn, but I'm guessing the only reason it worked with Amelia was because she was a bride.
Yes, that would be it. And even then, Strahd's making a very large promise because he wants to ensnare her. And she's using what he fears most, losing you to anything, including your curse.
Darling, you and I are going to have a talk about this later. And she's like, yes, I know. But I did tell him no. I don't know what came over me in that moment, but something
If you would like me to lay out the obvious you're missing. What came over you was fear and a chance to not have to face the end of either you two not being together in the afterlife or old age to stealing one of you first. It is one I've seen used many times on many, many others,
Well,
including myself.
And then of course Ilcencia's like, I refused his offer. I declined it. I told him that I would. Basically, it's like, I declined his offer. As much as I wanted to say yes, I didn't.
At least you have more resistance than others, then. Many have fallen to such temptations with ease.
I almost took it, but I don't know why I refused him.
You refused him for the same reason I gave a warning to his messenger. When I said Ale protects me and mine, I wasn't exaggerating. Like it or not, you've become friends to me. And at this point, that means he protects us all, including from any subtle manipulations.
It's in this moment that Elsencia is touching the hidden holy symbol of Malil, god of song, underneath her collar. If you know, you know. If you don't know, that's what she's doing. Guys, can you give me 1 second? I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. Shall we move on the story, or are we going to wait for her to come back?
Wait, I'm just playing unpacking and just talking to chat. You having fun,
fair.
chat? Okay,
Give me what
good,
happens to
chat.
a lot of people normally.
All right. We shall then move back to getting everyone back to bed.
Right.
So do you like walk up to them, or do you like pull them back, or do you hold them back? Oh, the diary you
diary?
found. Aurelius, can you pull it out?
Alright, here you go.
Aurelius then pulls out the diary and hands it back to you, Anna. We all read it.
And it was very long.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm back. It's just Mom had some questions for me.
Okay.
No worries.
No worries.
Yes.
Of course.
I understand. And then of course, like, I had a suspicion that there was a situation like that going on with you, but I wish you could have told me in Ismark, but I understand why you didn't. Irina then hugs her. Just between the two of us, you're like a mother that I never had. Well, if it weren't for you, I would never have learned how to wield a sword, and Ismark wouldn't have learned how to wield a bow.
And
Okay.
Note, you are gonna have to lock up whatever room I'm in. I do not want to take a chance of him trying to claim me again.
All right. It is then that everyone begins to go back to bed, and but this time mainly due to what happened with the our animated armor. Everyone sleeps in the whatchamacallit, main the main room where the forage is, and
And obviously, the couples cuddle up with each other, and
Soldar sleeps nearby Ceretta to keep her in his sights.
and then
yeah, that seems like a good idea.
and with that, the party begins to sleep, and then soon after many hours of finally being able to sleep, you all wake up, and it's about 9 a.m.
That was good morning already. That was good sleep.
More than I was expecting. All right, I will go grab those papers because we're gonna need to deal with them today before the party.
Alcencia's like, well, since we've been given an opportunity to dress our best for Strahd, I might as well show show the ladies here how it's done.
I may as well put on that outfit as well. I'm going to wear something fancy. I may as well wear it before AO as well.
That you all hear Vladislav groan because he's still a bit, tired and wounded. Oh, good God, my bones still feel like they're powder. Ugh.
Oy vey.
Wrong one.
Here I was hoping to save all my ability for during the party in case something happened. All right, I can't. All right, I am. I should still have herbs on me, right?
I suppose why not?
I think you do.
Right.
Yeah.
I take one of the green herbs and take out my herbalism kit and make another mix. All right, take this, Vladislav. We do not need you sore for later, because you probably should be there when we deal with these child's souls and what troubled them.
He nods as he takes the herbs and just applies it to his chest. Ugh. Lenta hits hard.
Yeah. She's the crazy bride, and now we know what drove her mad. If anything of what on those sheets are any indication, I owe her an apology. A big one. Oh, that saves me time hunting them down. And no, Vladislav, do not ask what we read.
I had a distinct impression that I really shouldn't ask at this point.
Let me
And
put it
yeah,
this
it's not
way:
worth
after
it,
this curse is
time.
broken, let me put it this way: after this curse is broken, you'd ask your current lady to lend all her forces to ransack this house to ash, and I would aid you.
I think I'd rather just burn this entire realm to the ground.
Sadly, you might get stuck running it later, so hold off on that.
Can't
And then,
get
of
rid
course,
of the obvious problem.
And then, of course, Anarian's like, I'm all for burning the damn place.
The forge here is sadly blessed. We can't guarantee it would actually stick. At this point, wait, let's hold off until later. Maybe just dealing with these papers, Soldar pats the box in his hands, will be all we need to do to cleanse the rest of this mire from this place, for lack of a better term.
Man.
I'm gonna go get changed real quick. I will see you guys in a moment, because we also have to stop by
Okay.
that brothel for those flowers.
It is then, Miss Ceretta, you get a tingling in the back of your head, and it is that you are being communicated to. And it is that of your patron Pale Knight.
Ceretta answers the call and her eyes go black.
Your father seems to be very helpful to aiding me in my realm, my dear. Give him my utmost gratitude.
I will, mistress. Is there anything else?
Well, if you insist. Perhaps try corrupting him.
Ceretta's chest begins to sink a bit.
After all, he's been doing me so many great favors. Why not offer him a place among the coven?
Okay,
and
quick
he can
question.
rule this.
Am I aware of this?
No.
I have no way to be aware of this at all, of her saying this.
No. The only thing that you know before you left is that Ceretta might have her eyes black before you left. It,
That will be a challenge. Ao, his patron is Ao, and he has laid claim to him, and by him, me as well.
well, it's not the first time I've had someone forsake their god. I mean, look at what happened with the other one that you've had encountered.
As a, if you need a reminder, Miss Rena, she was talking about Shar.
Yeah, me.
I mean,
No.
After all, I did best Shar.
Yeah, he could. Shar, she for whatever fancy words he did. Yeah.
Oh, so she's essentially confirming that Loretta's plan was originally of Shar's.
You could say that.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
Her eyes goes wide for a bit. She puts two and two together and realizes what her mistress is actually saying.
And you do also remember my other ask to corrupt Vladislav.
That he is a work in progress.
Oh? Seems to me that there wasn't any progress made with that little ask.
Has been getting things have been getting sidetracked, but not to worry. I'm merely biding my time.
Oh? And how will you manage to, at the very least, have him forsake his destiny?
I will have him fall in love with me.
Oh!
Or at least I'm enamored enough.
Oh? But are you sure you want that, my dear? That seems like a very big ask of you, and you seem very uncomfortable with the thought of, well, seducing him in that way.
I am sorry, my internet went out. I'm
It's
sorry about that.
It's okay.
That's okay.
Do you need to repeat anything?
Yeah. What were you about to say?
So she said, oh, are you sure you want that, my dear? You, after all, seem very uncomfortable with being anywhere near him. After all, that last encounter with his, well, the patriarchs of his family seemed to Not like your presence.
Well, in order to be a member of, well, in order to be a member of a clan that was in living dangerously a part of the job.
Hmm. Very true.
It is strange,
You had,
Jack.
Just
you had one to baby us, always challenge. This is just many obstacles.
Mhm.
that is very true, my dear. Hmm. Very well. Just do be cautious when you are around, dear Vladislav, for his patriarchs are very single-minded.
I'll keep
But
that in mind.
but there could be a way.
Mm.
For you see, Vladislav has the symbol has his family crest on him, but he does not have the s- the the the, the necklace of that of his of of the matriarchs of his family. If he could somehow manage to convince the matriarchs, perhaps we could fully corrupt him.
I agree.
Very good, my dear. And remember, do not speak a word of this. After all, corruption must be subtle.
Yes, I'll keep that in mind.
She then gives you a motherly hug before giving you a tender kiss on your forehead before leaving you. And you suck in a huge breath of air because you weren't breathing.
And then, of
Oh.
course, Cynthia notices this and she's like, your patron called again, didn't she?
Yes, she Zerda does. Yeah, Zerda thinks for a second about her next words carefully. She wanted to inquire about that demon of hatred that we encountered last night.
Judging from the fact that that it came from the hells, it was probably a devil of some kind. I would know this considering, well, I take it you already can guess.
Yes, it's quite defensive when it comes to these creatures. She does not like rivals, and even less those who tend to take away her champion.
Not to mention, last I checked, with the blood war going on in the lower planes, devils and demons do not get along.
Yes, she was just curious and wanted to know if the creature had done anything to me or to any of you.
And
Would
then,
I
of
be done
course,
changing by the time they're done with this conversation, by the way?
Yes.
Alcynthia quickly mentions, probably within Soldar's earshot, odd that she's being so benevolent, and lower creatures from the lower planes are hardly this level of kind unless there's something in it for them.
Oh, she probably wants to have her corrupt all of us. Maybe seduce Vladislav along those lines. And yes, it's not hard to guess her intentions because she has a repeatable pattern. Your mother did the same thing to me, but I wound up winning her over and getting her patron to back off the attempt. So she's been a little bitter. And yes, I know that. She admittedly got upset at not getting to corrupt me the last time.
Yes,
So there
Soldar, you know
you're in.
everything.
Greta raises it out at is both amazed and that he guessed all of that and a bit annoyed that he basically outed her, but she doesn't really confirm anything.
Ceretta, don't worry. I'm not gonna be upset at you for that. It's your patron's nature to attempt that and ask you of that. Just know that with me, it's gonna be dang near impossible because Ail's things. If you notice what I mentioned happened to Elcincia, all attempts at manipulation are blocked. You don't have the ability to do it unless your charisma is that good, honey. You don't get any help from your patron. It's you alone who would have to do the convincing, and you gotta be able to believe it fullier than you probably do right now. Now, I'm not even saying that to be insulting. The protections are that good.
It is then, with the end of that awkward conversation, Vladislav just looks at Anna after hearing that, is like, is my breastplate fixed by any chance? Just like trying to avoid the fact that Solar mentioned literally seducing someone on the team, much less him. Thank you. Oh, thanks.
And then, of course, Irina's like, you can let me out now. I'm fully awake. About that lack of formal wear, Vladislav.
Yes, chat. I'm silly. I know.
No.
I
No.
just
Yes.
closet, and well,
No.
there was a
Board game.
and then
I will wear my Duchess's armor with pride. Thank you very much.
and then of course,
Hey,
and then of
servant.
course,
You've never worn a formal armor to anything, have you, Vladislav? Also, you're welcome, Shells.
and then of course, Elsinci is like, is it basically, you know, that anime look of the face goes dark but the eyes start glowing.
No. Aurelius, Solar, please help.
No, you're on your damn
Share
own. I
help.
know better than to get in the middle of that look. Look, just hold your breath. Think of your lady and the fact that you're doing this will actually honor her. And
And
don't
of course-
flinch.
And then of course, Anarian's right there smirking with a needle and a spool of thread. Better
Ryan,
safe
don't
than
poke him needlessly. Only if he flinches.
Instead, that Vladislav pulls out his crossbow and aims at Anarian. Don't you dare get any closer. No. No.
And then they just all dogpile on him. And
Does Ceretta help?
Soldar immediately goes up to the obvious cloud of insanity, grabs a crossbow, and goes, "Don't hurt him. His ribs are still healing."
and then what does Ceretta say?
She just laughs.
And of course, I basically and Irina's making a comment during this dogpiling. Remember, I didn't want to be there either, and I'm still dressing to the nines.
Don't complain about a Slav, or else I'll make certain you get there in one way or the other, and we will find rope to do it if need be.
Yeah, I guess I'm in fast chat. Watch me.
And then of course,
Helicopter. Oops, I made Divas spin around. Oops.
So basically, I can picture Vladislav in this black and white military-looking suit, but with a nice cape on the back, and it's got these it's a black and white outfit with silver buttons on it, and it's very clearly showcasing this is someone who's military but also royalty, or actually, it's a very nobility.
It is
And more likely has the armor underneath it.
It's
basically like you know how some Marines have a formal dress outfit?
Yeah.
It looks like that.
The dress blues.
It looks like a fantasy version of that, but with a cape. You know what I'm saying?
Actually,
so basic, so proper. Yeah, okay, I've seen those.
And I'll see
guys,
sorry.
every guy's trying to say a thing too.
Sorry, bit of a fourth wall break. There's actually a uniform cape with one of our uniforms.
Oh.
Yeah, for those not aware, the Marines actually do have that in real life, ladies and gentlemen.
We're the only ones allowed to have capes.
Well,
So
ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason the Marines get bragging rights, and it's not just because Marine is a lifestyle, not just a profession. It is also because they are allowed some of the fancier outfits, and also why that one guy in that one speech in DC did the Helldivers scene before the Marines. They also get capes.
Why am I having sorry, this
Anyways, you were saying Elsensia?
so she's actually after they got him into this military looking uniform, she's doing up his hair a bit because she's combing it a bit and putting it into like a basically it's a masculine hairstyle, but it's like a somewhat partial bun, but not at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
She's basically moving all the she's basically making him look really presentable and really dashing.
It's then that the ladies then pull back from having done that to Vladislav, and he just glares at all of them, and then even glares more so at Ceretta for laughing.
is so small.
We will not discuss this outside these doors.
I'm telling you, lady, after all this is done, so she knows you have a reason to be dolled up.
And what could you Sabrina? Could you repeat that?
I was gonna say in response, Retta kind of tries to dull her laughter.
Oops.
And Elsensia's like, hold on, let me check. Basically, she sees that Ceretta's wearing the dress, but the dress looks like it's more wearing her, and she's helping her out with quickly to help with that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So she's
just looked at that fondly with a small smile on his face.
and then of course Elsensia's like, I believe in my bag of holding there should be there it is. It's a makeup kit. Not like a one of those professional ones. It's like a fantasy version of one. Get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes.
That's it. Let me doll you up. You deserve it. And and then of course she's giving her some mascara, some lip gloss, darkening her eyes a little bit with eyeshadow. And then of course she styles her hair in a basically where Ceretta's hair curls in on itself, she's actually having it go into a more fashionable spiky kind of look. Basically what Bayonetta looked like in Bayonetta 2.
Mm-hmm.
Ceretta, I want you to roll a charisma check.
Watch this screw me over. I swear to God.
Okay, so
It'd be more funny if it doesn't, honestly, but okay.
okay, for you, Ceretta, 1d20 plus 5.
I dread
16.
16.
So, Ceretta, you notice Aurelius and Vladislav looking at you, but more so a blush on Vladislav. And then he just slaps himself and just says, you look rather dashing.
She's mine and her mother's daughter. If she didn't, I would be annoyed.
Dashing.
Because it means I would have to beat off people insulting her looks instead of praising them. Also, again, my daughter. Only warning.
And then, of course, Diaz quickly comments to Vladislav, dearie, if you're the first thing you should do when you talk to a lady is to call them beautiful. Dashing is referred to men.
Well,
Soldar immediately looks up, perks up, and goes, oh yeah, how did I forget that? Grabs his quarterstaff and bops him on the shoulder.
what the hell?
No misusing terms around my daughter. None of that. Plus, you're also supposed to be a royalty later. You're going to be dealing with these terms drilled into you harder. And again, your lady will be doing it whether or not you take over these lands, and you know it.
I fucking hate you so much.
Hate me all you want. I will have to tell her because I will have to be honest about this entire thing. And she's going to want to know why you didn't tell her first.
And then, of
My
course,
only advice is bite the bullet and admit what's happened.
And Elsensia, after she's finished with Ceretta, she's powdering her own nose and putting on a little bit of rouge. And just a note, if Saldar doesn't get her first. I will. As diplomat, I have to be transparent.
Oh, yes, that is also true.
And you know how Duchess Morwen, how Lady Morwen Daggerford loves to gossip.
Oh, yes. And also throw the occasional lavish and extravagant party when she's not suffering a tragedy or any sort of trouble in her lands. So, yeah. Fess up when we get back.
And then just Anarian, he's just working for Rahadin, just looking, just finger combing his hair since looking in a mirror is redundant. Ceretta notices this and sees him actually working his coiffed and crispy locks with precision, even though he hasn't seen his reflection. Basically, she's noticing he's doing this without a mirror and he's looking flawlessly while doing this.
How are you able to do that without seeing your reflection? Her curls are absolutely magnificent.
Oh, why, thank you. Basically, having had to do this for 200 years, I eventually learned how to do this out of habit.
200 years. Yeah, it sounds about right if you don't have access to mirrors.
Besides, the only time I've ever actually seen this face is thanks to my darling.
She drew it for you?
Not just that, but thanks to a joint affliction that we were suffering while at the hands of the cult of the flower, we were able to look into each other's minds, and she let me see what I looked like through her eyes. He then gives her a loving look, and he just blows a kiss at her, and then, of course, Silcentia just
no.
with a blush.
Oh, that reminds me, since I am planning to contact Ale, once we head out, I will have to ask him about the best place for you to get it cured.
Wait, are you talking about the mind flare plague that happened in Baldur's Gate a while back?
Oh.
More than likely they are. But if I remember right, the cult of the flower was something different than the mind flares.
And then if Sensia backs up, yes. Oh, yes, that my sister was the one who dealt with the mind flare incident. I covered a plot to merge our world with a eldritch abomination in Neverwinter.
Oh, wait, that cult. Huh. So that's why I had to smash that altar near Baldur's Gate back then. That explains a bit. By the way, did you run across an altar stone that looked like it got beat to death with a stick?
Now that you mention it, when I was in Neverwinter, when we were trying to destroy monuments devoted to the god of the flower cult, some entity called Florescael, the blooming bloodlust, I did notice one of them had an interesting looking amount of scratches and dents on it.
Yeah, let's just say it looked a lot neater, and it was a lot more that wasn't turned to powder by the time I was done with it. That was the only things I couldn't wreck. I assume it was rendered to nothing.
Less than nothing. We could barely notice a trace.
Yeah.
I overheard one of the cultists wondering what the hell's happened to it.
I just got told. I just got plopped there and told by this needs smashed as thoroughly as possible because they're not going to have time if they have to get to this one. I didn't ask who. I didn't ask why. I just took this actual staff right here, holds up his quarterstaff, and I proceeded to lay waste. Somehow this thing didn't break, and it's only wood, so I'm gonna assume AO has it blessed at this point because it's the only reason half the things it does works.
So then, of course, Alcensia turns her eye to Cher, and so does Anarian. Chelsea, you're muted.
I was commentary on my stream. I didn't want to interrupt, but thank you for letting me know.
Okay, well, Alcensia and Anarian have now turned on you, and they're dolling you up. Basically, Alcensia is doing your makeup and making you look pretty while Anarian's working on your hair.
You and Aryan for brushing my hair.
No problem, darling. We have a similar texture, after all. He's got like
Ew,
this.
cool.
Basically, he's got like this, this, like hair wax, and he's helping curl up your locks, and adding a bit of powder to it.
Oh.
Basically, it's a medieval equivalent of trying to keep your curls nice and pristine.
I see.
And
Okay.
Alcencia's quickly doing up your eyeshadow and lipstick and a little bit of rouge.
This makeup feels kind of heavy. I'm not used to having eyeshadow on my eyes.
Well, it does take getting used to, but eventually you're accustomed to it. After all, makeup is a woman's body. Makeup is a woman's armor, after all.
Is it because
Not
you have to
just
lay it
normal
on
woman,
thick?
but yes.
Yeah.
So then,
Cynthia, I will point this out. My wife barely ever needed makeup to actually look more attractive than most. And if she did, she was effectively removing all doubt that she was the most lovely in the room. And I'm not even being facetious there.
well, makeup is a means for us women to remind ourselves never to cry in front of others.
That is
Especially
true.
Especially when you're dealing in the when you're facing opponents in the political ring.
Huh.
And then, of course, he looks over at Anna. You don't mind if I? Very well.
Soldar immediately hands Vladislav's crossbow back to him. Keep that somewhere safe, but do not take it out during the party at all. We will be under strict guest rights, and even the protection of Ale will not keep you safe if you are stupid enough to violate them.
And then, of course, Irina is looking on, and she's trying to she's got a dress. Obviously got a really nice dress on, and it's very elaborate. Although she's feeling a little uncomfortable wearing this, especially when she's going to be in front of Strahd.
Good.
Basically, she's trying to figure out a way to wear her scarf in a fashionable way because the dress is a bit of a lower cut that exposes her neck, and she doesn't like that. Maybe if I move my hair this way. I never had to indulge in petty vanity before like this.
If what we figured the prophecy holds true, you'll be stuck dealing with this more, but you'll have attendance.
Well, if Alcencia's right about makeup being a sort of armor, I'm not surprised. And Aurelius, it's after Alcencia has gotten done dolling up your girl that Cher looks at you, and you just feel your heart pounding 10 times faster in your chest.
That's my look.
You look beautiful.
Aw, thank you.
And then, of course, Alcencia, seeing that Cher's about to kiss, and like, careful, you don't want to mess up your rouge.
Oh, yeah, can't. It took a long makeup time. I ruin it if I kissed you.
Elias, do you want to leave a kiss on her cheek, or you want to leave a kiss on her cheek?
Yeah, leave a kiss on her cheek.
Yay.
Oh.
And then, of course, Alcencia whispers to Ceretta, You're right that he would end up calling it first. And then, of course, she notices, after she finishes up Anna, she notices Irina's having trouble, and she's like, Here, let me handle this. And then, of course, she's like, Anarian, could you help me with her hair a bit? And he's like, Gladly. And then, of course, he puts her hair up in a partial bun with the rest of it hanging, covering that spot on her neck as long as she's got her hair in that spot. And then, of course, Alcencia just gives her a minimalistic look because she knows that Irina's not 100% used to it. But she does bruise up her lips and add some eyeshadow to her eyes. And then, of course, she mentions softly to Irina, just pinch your cheeks a little bit. It'll add some color to them. It'll add some natural color to them. And then, of course, Irina does that. There you go. I'm just not used to wearing something this formal. But she then looks at the dress and she notices it's purple color. And suddenly she's just gripping her skirts and she's like, damn it, not again.
Are you
At
okay?
this rate, I'm gonna have to start using healing word on her for those memories.
Mm.
Are you still with us?
She then, you see her eyes, they're still green, but they're much more vivid green. And she's looking at Vladislav.
Punta.
Okay.
I forgot the music. Good.
What?
And she feels like she's about to tear up, but then she reverts back to normal. I'm sorry.
If I had to guess, Vladislav, you are the spitting image of your ancestor Sergei, and she knew him. Oh, I just walked into that joke and I didn't realize it.
I see.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
It's okay. You had no
Hey
control
guys,
of that.
chat. I'll be right back. Restroom.
Okay.
Okay. With that, Vladislav, Soldat actually is patting the box of the papers and goes, well, we need to deal with these, contact AO, and be back here in time for the mist to show up. So let's not waste any more time.
Agreed.
If everyone's done with our preparations.
Alcencia is like, agreed, and so does Anarian, as much as he hates that they're having to walk into an obvious trap.
We'll be going in protected and before you guys get upset. At very least, keep your wits about you and don't let anything they say get to you. You don't have to worry about extra manipulations. You do have to make certain you remember your actual desires and not what others want you to desire.
Believe me, sorcerer, I had my autonomy and my own body taken from me and used for someone else's entertainment. I am not going to let that happen again.
Very well. Also, if the madam of that one brothel was that one child we just saw, we should probably invite her as well as gathering some of those flowers from her garden.
As much as you don't want. Yes?
I think that child was more so just the psychic remnants of every single person that suffered there.
Still,
here.
If she is aware of even half of this, she deserves to be there. If she wishes. We need not force her, we need merely let her know and ask. If anything, they may have something of their own due to mark an end to these troubles.
I see.
And then, of course, Alcencia is like, plus it wouldn't hurt to inquire about that woman's, quote, so-called missing daughter. She then pulls out the doll that the mad woman gave her.
I'd almost forgotten about that also. But let us go quickly. At the very least, we need to be ready before noon at the temple.
And then, of course, Irina's like, you don't have to ask me twice.
All right, so we're heading out then?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So who's doing the
as you-
narration here before I forget?
All right. So as you all then leave Anna's dilapidated house, you all begin to. Oh, I'm sorry. Give me 1 sec. I think. Oh my God, you two! Why?
What?
YouTube decided to just kill itself.
Uh-oh.
I was wondering why the stream wasn't going on your end.
I have it going on Twitch and Kick, but for Connect Encoder to go
Twitch.
live.
It's YouTube. YouTube is most likely wanting to be, but I would just pull the VOD and re-upload it to YouTube later.
Well, at least we still have Kick.
Sorry, chat.
Kick and Twitch, because I'm on Twitch and you're still live.
Mhm.
It occasionally does seem to want to reload.
I think it's because of your end then, sis, because I'm trying to run 3 different streams.
Which might be why YouTube killed itself, because
What is right there? He's afraid.
before we get back lost in the side tangents, back to the story, perhaps?
Right. Anyways, Sonar, you then come to the graveyard, with the papers. What do you decide to do?
The one that has those blood flowers, right?
Blood flowers?
I was going to
didn't
gather
turn
those
into a
up from
tree
that
that
one
time.
mention.
Oh, right, my bad. So you lot go to the brothel, and Vladislav knocks on the door, and Ceretta is called, and when she opens the door, she sees you all dolled up. Oh my! Have you all come to claim a flower, perhaps?
Not in the manner you would honestly think, madame. And he taps the box. We found these at
fish
that
eye
house, and well, let's just say we need to put those souls to rest. If you understand why I'm holding this box and wanting to light its contents the merry hell ablaze.
I see.
I wish to use some of those blood flowers, as I'm aware of. The only reason they would grow would be around certain types of fertilizer of the, shall we say, lively kind.
See, lazy fruit. Oh no.
You don't mind if I voice Ceretta in this part?
Sure.
Oh,
Card game.
I
clever.
intend to open up a channel to AO to make sure he guards their
What's
spirits.
count backwards?
Huh. You're actually the first to actually cover certain matters, even though the gods haven't done anything for me. But
This place has been cut off. They haven't had the chance. Everyone's souls reincarnate while stuck here. I'm at least going to open a direct channel so these ones have a chance of peace at the very least.
Well, since you all since you all were kind enough to have Vasily deliver those weapons to me, I shall in turn give you those flowers.
Thank you. Also, about that mad old woman claiming her daughter, did a young lady perhaps come in of her own free will to stay here for any chance?
Mad Mary is as madder than a hatter.
Sold our motions for whoever has the doll, because I don't remember who's holding that thing.
That would be
yeah,
yes.
that'd be offensive. Yeah, that'd be offensive. Yeah.
Right. Elsensia, could you pass me that doll, please?
She does.
Do you recognize whose this is? And I immediately show her.
Oh.
She said this is her daughter's. What do you
Well,
know?
well, here's the thing. It's a bit of an open secret that yes, Mad Mary has a daughter, but Mad Mary refuses to ever let her leave the house.
Oh.
If
Overprotective type?
worse.
Oh.
And
Smothering to the point of abuse.
she then smirks and takes a drag from her pipe. Yes, it's pretty much an open secret around this place. And even if I did have her, I wouldn't return her back to. I obviously wouldn't return her into her mother's arms.
And you wouldn't outright let it be known if you did, just to make certain she was safe. I understand. Sold our hands, hurt a doll. Make sure that gets to her at the very least if it's actually something she wants. If not, I think you know what to do with it.
Actually, I'd rather leave it in your capable hands, considering I have an idea of what's going on.
Oh? Do tell. We may have limited time, but if it's a quick matter, perhaps we can deal with it.
Well, let's just say the lord of this land paid me a visit the other night, saying that my debt to him could be completely paid off by the time that you arrive at the castle.
It involves her.
She then gives him a smile, but she's not. She's obviously keeping her mouth shut, but you can tell that she's holding some. You can tell that she's not speaking, but at the same time, you can tell that she's giving you an answer.
Okay, fine. Is she anywhere in the town or no? That you would be aware of?
Well, let's just say by the wherever she's gone, if even if she was here, she's already long gone.
I have a feeling I'm gonna have AO giving me more assignments than I can handle, and will usually eat well here. Because this is probably gonna have his ire raised even more.
Besides, you know that as you already know, I have a policy. I do not allow children within this establishment unless they were born here. Then I give them a roof over their head.
And if one who was not was only a child in body, but anything else was not, would they be counted as a child?
I make it a strong point. Children are not to be offered to clients.
That's not what I asked, and you know it. I wasn't asking about who you would offer to clients. I'm asking if only their body was as a child, but their mind and spirit had been put through too much to be that innocent. Would you hold them and keep them safe here as a refuge, not to do work, merely to have a roof?
You could say that. I may be a businesswoman, but I do have some level of compassion, even though a majority of it was burned out of me. But
I
I do have.
understand.
But do know this. Do know this, pig. At least you do know this, pig. You're probably one of the few good ones around here.
I have a distinct disdain for such monsters that did what was done to you and others. I don't even consider a burning at the stake to be a slow and painful enough death. Let's just say I know of certain mechanical devices that, if I made, would only be partly doable for an execution method due to how thorough they would be.
Give me these blueprints and I might actually give you an extra deal. But
I don't have them on hand, but I could ask Gale for a copy of it if need be. You might find one in your desk at some point afternoon, assuming you don't want to come with to what we are going to do.
I prefer to stay far away from temples. The gods did nothing for me, so I don't do anything for them. The only thing I do is the only way to get things done is to do it yourself, sorcerer. That's what I learned.
You may learn not all such be.
are capricious as Lathander. Believe me, I have my own reasons for having ire towards him. Again, check your desk, right top drawer, after the obvious light show in front of the temple. You'll see why. But I guarantee you, getting some of those materials will not be easy.
She's like, fine, but no promises. I'll at least send one of my girls there to bear witness on my behalf.
Very well. Also, do not be dismayed by the device's name. It's only what it was originally made for. You know how some inventions can sometimes be used for very different things.
Indeed. So then, of course, she brings you to the back and she shows you the area where they had a fresh grave just recently covered in dirt.
I see you have fresh fertilizer in the ground.
Yes. Unfortunately, that is the nature of this business.
You at least are thorough in dealing with them. I'm assuming there was no extra bits on this particular brand of fertilizer and it was just put in raw.
Well, sometimes we end up having to clean up after her mess.
Ah, say no more. So Solder immediately goes and plucks some of the biggest and most bloomed out of the flowers. This, and these two. Yes, that should do nicely. Thank you again, madam.
Besides, your compatriots did me a favor by getting rid of that old bat. I haven't seen her around in a while.
She was placated into potentially getting help because we didn't understand the full depths of what we were dealing with. Thank you for your information.
Oh, a little bit of information. If you, in exchange for doing that service for me. You know how I accosted that knife ear that's in their that one knife ear that they have?
You're gonna
Well,
have to be a little specific.
well, she's based. There's a reason I have a no elf policy at this particular establishment.
Oh,
Where does
I had a feeling that was going to be part of why these flowers were so, shall we say, potent in their bloom.
Well, we killed one of them, but I made a very strong promise to their to the one that dared to pull a sword at my throat. If any of them came around here again, they would also meet the fate of their comrade.
If we happen to be around and they show up, do kindly point them out. I might be able to aid in their removal, shall we say.
Well, if you need an assistance, they look like your knife-eared friend over there, but with a much more pallid skin tone and vibrant yellow eyes. And Soldar, it's in this description that you realize it matches the description of the elf Rahadin.
Oh, that's one I have a personal desire to mount his head, sadly. I may not be able to give you that. He's responsible for traumatizing my daughter and ending my wife and her entire coven. Sans my daughter.
No, that's the vampire that she's basically. That's Escher the vampire. The elf was the one that paid a visit to you last night, making you.
Oh, that one. Oh, I got it mixed up. My bad.
It's okay.
That one paid us a visit last night on behalf of Strahd. I may have to inform him at the party that his servant is been causing trouble for the people.
No music? Yeah. It's going so fast that the music is distorting it.
Forgive me, but that that particular knife ear is no friend of the knife ears that paid my establishment a visit.
Oh.
Let's just say there's some bad blood between him and that particular clan.
It's a train.
Very well. Again, if you do see them around here, please do feel free if we're nearby to point them out. I don't think any of my party will have a problem with dealing with them. Solda then immediately heads back with her to the front door.
And then, of course, afterwards, she sees Ceretta, and then she just winks and blows a kiss at them. Hopefully, I can see you lovely ladies.
Solda immediately looks back with a look of fatherly protection in his eyes and goes, hopefully of her own choice, madame. With the firm tone of it, do not make those around him, please.
Sorry. I assure you that was done in ignorance.
All is forgiven. Again,
and then, of course,
please be
now
kind on those tones.
Now I suggest you head off before my pet wakes up, because, well, he gets rather aggressive in the morning.
Very well. Let's go off, guys.
All right.
And it's in the distance that after you guys leave the inn, that you hear Stella. And then, of
What
course,
was that?
And then, of course, Alcyntia's like, I'm going to guess her friend, her bodyguard Mongo is awake.
Monk, nope. In that way lies madness and taking up too much time. Let's get to the temple.
Okay, Saldar leads the way to the temple.
Fair enough. And my guy, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right.
Basically, Alcentia quickly elaborates that Mongo is the barbarian that she keeps around.
I kind of gathered that from the very, very obvious loud, angry yell, because that's only a barbarian that gets that, shall we say, pronounced in their volume.
Well, in case you're wondering, Stella is his girl.
Say no more.
I'm going to guess he woke up in a amorous mood, and Tatara was kind enough to warn us to bail out before he woke up.
Yeah, fair enough. Again,
let's
go.
It is then that you hear the footsteps of a very hurried person, and it is Duro that you all see. Oh God, my lungs! Oh.
Catch your breath. What happened?
So wait, are you the guys that helped me out when I was a vampire spawn?
Yeah. I and some of the others here were.
And then, of course, Irina's like, Doru, you shouldn't be up. You should be resting.
Me? Why are you all dressed up like you're going to go to a party?
Because we are. Around the afternoon, when Strahd's putting some mists around to summon a carriage at the place we're staying at Anna's house. I have to be at the temple with everyone, and before that, because I need to contact AO and deal with the souls affected by the things written in here, padding the box.
You should not go to that event at all whatsoever.
Why do you? It is already too late. He is already expecting us, and knowing Strahd, if we don't go, he uses it as a means to try and exterminate us.
No, you don't understand. Strahd when he turned me, he could see into my mind and make me do things that I do not want to do.
I am aware of how his particular brand of vampirism works. I have a somewhat idea of what his patron is, considering ones that do this kind of vampirism are on a short list. Calm down. He will not be able to manipulate us. It is that much I already know. And given what I intend to ask Gale for help with, he's not going to be able to do anything like he did to you either. Calm down. Go back and rest. In fact, come with us. We're headed to the temple anyway. You need to be lying down.
And it just sighs. Fine. Just watch Irina, all right? She's
I
the
will.
most in nature.
And then, of course, Anarian, knowing what he's gone through. Just to ask, when Strahd was compulsing you, what did he have you do? I know you were locked up, but did he make you see anything? Make you know anything? Know anything that you shouldn't?
No. He was just mostly probing my mind.
And he's seeking for information he doesn't know to seek for. All right.
What did he have? What were they? What was he drilling you? What was he looking through your mind for?
Stuff about Irina.
Yeah, that fits. All right, let's get going to the temple now. We're burning daylight, and I got to get this set at right around noon.
And then, of course, Irina's just getting nervous, but she's got her pendant of Ilmater around her neck that she's practically squeezing to an inch of its life.
Calm down, Irina. If anything,
Hey, chat, what do you want to watch?
if anything, and once we get to the temple, we can inquire for Ilmater if there's anything else we need to know after talking with Ao, considering this will be a direct channel that none will ignore.
Why are you so cute? Cute little guy.
All right. How far are we from the temple now?
You're not too far. You actually arrive within a minute.
All right. Ironically, the front ones could work, although we could also do this inside the temple. What do we want to gamble? Doing it out here or in there at the altar?
Alcencia's like, probably the best effect closest to the altar.
All right. Occasionally means I'm going to have to remind Lathander he's in deep, deep trouble.
Lathander's always in trouble for something. Whoa.
Yeah, he's a liar, a cheater. He has literally never been faithful to his wife. I wish I was joking on that because I know. No, I'll tell that story later after the party because it's going to take a bit.
Long one to fall asleep to.
That's a short bit. It's a short bit, Cher. I just don't want to tell it now because it's emotional for me.
Chelsea, for the record, Shantia, your goddess, is Lathander's wife or his divine lover.
Oh.
I called Lathander a cheater in the context of a spousal couple. Yeah.
That's how serious
Chelsea. Aurelius is having the thought of, I backed the wrong horse.
Okay, my bad.
All right, let's head into the temple then, guys.
Knowing you'd probably be scandalized hearing that. And Aurelius, what do you say to that?
Honestly, I keep feeling more and more betrayed the more I learn about Lathander.
You're not gonna like what I tell when I tell you the other reason is he sent the paladins after me and not himself. Because if it was anyone else, he would have just done it himself. You'll probably find out. Let's get in.
Right. As you get in, you see Ismark there. They're talking to the priest, and he notices Irina. Irina, you look why are you? I don't know. Why are you and your friends all dressed up?
Oh,
Let's just say, brother, extenuating circumstances kind of compelled this.
I
Strahd has
see.
enforced an invitation we don't get to ignore, and I need to already contact AO regarding what we found at Anna's house.
He
Immediately
nods.
pats the box full of papers. Is the priest in the room?
Yes.
ooh.
What's his name again?
Father Donovich.
Father Donovich. I need your help preparing the altar for a divine channel directly to AO.
Oh, very well then.
Oh.
Then we must do this in private. So
We have to do
please,
it
come.
here. Everyone present needs to be in here on this. You as well.
Very well then. Please, come. He then leads
Right.
you to the altar that's right next to the Shrine of Ilmata. And then, as he prepares everything, we shall make the screen go black,
What?
ending the episode.
So next episode, we get open up with the big talk and a lot of insanity going to be revealed. I can feel it.
I always feel something with that stuff.
I hit the bed. I'm sorry to fall.
It's okay. It's okay, Serena. It is like what, like 10? It's like almost. It's 11 p.m. where you are.
It's like 9 where I am, but I've been waking up early, so I need to get some sleep too. Actually,
Yeah, I
Mhm.
got a bit of a I got a 9 to 6 shift at work tomorrow too.
Yeah.
You
Fair
guys
enough.
have
Good night.
Oh.
Oh,
Night.
Well, chat.
Yeah.
This was fun. Well, I have
Good
to end
night.
stream here.
Mhm.
Maybe next Wednesday I'll do another D&D thing. We'll see.
Sure.
Yep.
So yeah.
Same bad time,
Just
same
say
bad channel.
bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.